I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I'm feeling really good today. I wanted to make a video real quick and just say I used to blame the world for my problems when I was younger, but now I realize my communication skills in life was just terrible, and I needed to work on my communication skills and help people to understand me better. I used to call myself secretly an angel demon, but now I just say I'm a misunderstood angel because ain't nothing negative about my life or demonic about my life. It was just me refusing to communicate and refusing to let people in and refusing to understand what other people was trying to tell me. Most of my problems in life was my failure to stand up for myself or my failure to communicate with people when I was getting treated the wrong way, or the fact that I had too big a heart and cared about the wrong people too much and tried to do too much for the wrong situations. And now that I'm older, I realize that and I take responsibility for it. And I just aim to do better each and every day I wake up. It's like you can't complain about spilled milk. All you can do is get a towel, dry it up, and work to do better when you get another chance. Because I don't believe nothing is ever too late. I believe there's always another chance to make up for where you missed. And I feel like I've made up for everything. And I'm in my full power and I'm in my full control. And I'm just enjoying growing in my spiritual journey and enjoying understanding who I am as an individual. And one of the other big things I understand is I just have to forgive the world for the mistakes they made, or I have to forgive myself for the mistakes I made. It's all a natural part of life that you have to accept, and you just have to want to continue to be willing to grow and to continue to focus on what you know your goals are and continue to be ready for that journey when God give it to you. And I know I'm ready. Whatever God want to bring in my life, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to life. Whatever life want to bring me, I'm just open to the journey right now because I know I found the one thing that I'm meant to do for the rest of my life, and I'm going to just wake up and continue to fight and continue to do it every day. And I just want to tell anybody else out there, man, you just got to open up and start talking to people. Let people know what's going on with you. They ain't going to know what's going on with you if you don't talk, if you don't open up, and then you just assuming and jumping to conclusions the way I was. People will never understand you. You have to open your mouth and actually talk to people, man. Actually let people in, actually communicate. Life ain't as bad as what you have in your mind. That's the biggest thing I learned that I struggle with. I will come up with philosophies in my mind and I will convince myself, man, life is that way. No, I just feel like my biggest problem was not taking enough responsibility and not owning up and not standing up when I should have. And now I feel like I'm doing that and I'm becoming the man I was always meant to be. Spirituality focused and made me understand myself and made me grow up and made me ready to take on whatever responsibility that comes my way. And every bad characteristic that everybody else says I have was a lie. It's just people that don't want to understand me just because I didn't want to bend to the way they wanted me to be. So they wanted to point me out as the bad guy or make me seem like my way of life is the bad way. Not saying that I don't have any negative characteristics, cause Lord knows I do. I'm stubborn, I believe what I believe, and sometimes they can get in my own way. And I have to learn how to get out of my own way a lot of the time and admit when I'm wrong or when I'm doing something negative in a situation. But when I own the fact that I just sometimes be too wanting to be too right sometimes I have to eat my words and admit when I'm wrong. And that's big of me because I don't like to admit that, but that's part of my growth. That's part of my maturity. That's part of what spirituality helped me to understand about myself. So I do have some negativity in there that I'm working on getting over and getting better about. But ultimately, I feel like I'm who life made me to be. And the spiritual journey is a big part of me understanding everything and me accepting who I am. The fact that I love to joke and play, and the fact that I love to just be happy about life in general every day I wake up, and the fact that people just gravitate towards me, and I've always had this gravitational pull towards people that I've never understood until I got into spirituality, and then it all made sense of why people came to me and just told me their problems and wanted to talk out situations, and I always had naturally good advice. It all works out into the spiritual universe. And I feel like I'm doing what I was naturally born to do. Because just naturally, people always came to me and always wanted my advice on real life situations. And this really just turned into a hobby that turned into a career that turned into something I never expected. It turned into something I want to do for the rest of my life. I just used to do this on the side for family members when they were going through stuff ever since I was like 7 years old. It's just something I naturally always did. I never expected it to turn into something like this, but I'm going to just keep doing it for the rest of my life because I honestly love it. It's the only thing in life that I feel good doing, that I feel like I'm accomplishing something in and making a difference. Not saying that I didn't do other things in my life that made a difference and changed lives, but I didn't feel it the way I do with this. It means more to me doing this. Like, it just hits my soul different. It's like when you know what you meant to do and you find it and you just feel that comfort zone. People that truly found what they meant to do in life and truly happy in life know what I'm talking about. And that's another problem. I don't believe too many people are happy in their life, or they're not comfortable with what they're doing. So they're comfortable with causing chaos in other people's. And I don't feel like that the way the world should be. I feel like everybody should find their passion in life and be able to do it so they can be happy about the life that they live. And you wouldn't find so much mess on the internet or so many people in other people's business or worry about what other people have going on because they'll be too busy being happy living their own lives. But that's just my personal opinion of how life used to be, because I used to be messy too. I used to be toxic too. I used to go back and forth too at a period of my life, but I'm getting older now. I'm getting away from all that and I'm learning more about myself. I'm more focused on me and my own journey more than I ever have, and I just don't have time for mess or any negativity. I'm focused on me growing my family and growing my group of friends and just doing what I love in life. And I'm not really worried about much else, in my personal opinion. But that's just my opinion, and I'm just enjoying my life in the way I want to live it, and just being comfortable doing what I want to do for one time in my life, because my whole life has been spent serving other people and doing everything for everybody else. So it feels nice to just spend time doing something for me, living for myself, doing what I want to do for me, and not really concerned about what everybody else gets from it or what everybody else value is from what I'm doing. I'm finally doing something for myself that makes me happy and make me feel whole, and it feels good. But when you so used to that, and people are so used to that, it kind of get hard when you change, because people used to you giving. They used to you always being the one backing down. And when you stop doing that and start doing for yourself, it kind of changes everything around you. When people used to you acting one way, but they have to adjust to the new version of me, the better version of me, the version of me that makes me happiest. I'm happy, and that's the most important thing about my career and my life choices today. I'm doing what makes me happy, and that's what I love about myself. You have to take care of you, or nobody else will. in my personal opinion, but that's just